This is LKJ Sports. My name is Clayton. I'm here with Leo and LJ. On this episode, we're going to talk about the NFL, just give a little what we want to talk about as far as performances from teams, fantasy, talk about our teams and talk about our fantasy teams and just what's happened, for the first 3 weeks. Just kind of give it like our, just have a little fun, talk about it. All right, Leo, go ahead.
Man, bro. Oh man, what can I say? These first 3 weeks have been compelling. Had me on the edge of my seat. A lot of surprises. People coming out of nowhere. People rose from the dead that we thought were horrible players that are now serviceable or MVP candidates. Daniel Jones.
Indiana
I
Jones.
mean, it's been crazy, bro. Been a great year, man. I mean, we got the defending Super Bowl. I'm just so grateful that football's back. You got the defending Super Bowl champs, um, looking just so pedestrian and mediocre on offense. And all of a sudden, second half against the Rams, all of a sudden they realize that A.J. Brown is really good at football. Who would have thought? So they give him the ball, and next thing you know, they're down 26-7, and next thing you know, they're just putting up points out the wazoo, and they come back and win the game. And don't get me wrong, they had two block kicks, but I mean, it is what it is. They won the game. Jalen Hurts, I feel like Jalen Hurts is kind of all I'm asking, bro. Is just will y'all please hear me out? What I'm about to say. Don't judge me. Don't hate on me. Jalen Hurts is entering that Mahomes Brady aura of, bro. Just hear me out. Of he always finds a way to win, no matter how he plays. Hurts was just so in the game, but he finds a way to make the plays when they need him to. He's not Brady. He's not Mahomes. What I'm talking about is he's just a great winner. That's all I'm saying. Well, he's a great winner. They won something like 19 games in a row, or like 18 games, 18 out of 19, something crazy like that. And the one game they lost, he was hurt. So Jalen Hurts, man, he's a different man. He's just a winner, man. He thought I was gonna kill you with his stats, but he finds a way to win, man. I just respect the hell out of him. He played his ass off. Um, he finds a way, man. It's not always pretty, but Jalen Hurts finds a way. I want to give a shout out to Dan Campbell and Detroit Lions. Get your ass completely whipped in week one against Green Bay. You come back, you put 52 on Chicago, and then you put 38 on Baltimore. So again, and I want to really, really, really give them love, man. But Jared Goff, like I've told y'all, man, in previous episodes, and how I always talk about, Goff just scares me, man. He does this. He puts up these great freakish numbers, and then playoff time comes, and you look at his numbers. He has 2 or 3 interceptions. It's like, well, what was going on? He was dominating all year. Now all of a sudden you're throwing it to the other team. So it just scares me, man. You want to jump on it because I'm a huge Dan Campbell fan. I would love to play for somebody like that. And they got talent out the wazoo, man. And Amon Ross St. Brown, excuse me. It's just unreal. He's just unreal. He is so freaking good. And they got a two-headed monster on running back. Offensive line's getting better. They got 2 new guards. They moved Graham Glasgow to center. Offensive line's looked a lot better the past 2 weeks. Um, and then I'll just briefly go over all the not every team, but just briefly go over just some highlights. I
Hey,
got my
who do
Super
you
Bowl
pick?
pick.
Who do you pick
For the
for
Super Bowl?
fantasy between those two? Like Jameer Gibbs, or you going Montgomery? Because I sat Montgomery in my bench this week.
Oh, I
You
have
just
Jameer
never know
Gibbs.
who's going to go off. You just never know who's going to go off.
I'm rocking with Jameer Gibbs all the time because he's a great receiver as well, and he's going to get
a bunch.
him. Oh yeah, I mean, but he only had how many carries did he have though? Like 11 or 12. It wasn't like it was a ton of carries.
So,
Jameer, I agree. He had like 170 yards rushing, but he had one play where he rushed for like 75 yards. So, I mean, Jameer Gibbs just because he's going to get so many touches, whether it's receiving or running the ball. But I just want to speak on my Super Bowl picks, the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, he's the best player in the NFL. If you want to debate it, we can debate it. But hands down, he's the best player. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. But in my opinion, he's the best football player in the NFL. That dude, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I can't give him enough praise. The dude is just unreal. Josh Allen is that dude. Man, he's just different. He just and JA-17, I trust. That dude is just different, man. He's a freak of nature. Bills are running on, smoking, hitting all cylinders, man. I think that they're with the schedule. I think they're going to win 14 or 15 games. Then they're going to be the number one seed in the AFC. And I think they're going to represent the team. It's in San Francisco this year. Then they're going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl this year. And I think Josh Allen will win back-to-back MVPs. I think James Cook is going to go to the Pro Bowl. I think Don Kincaid is going to go to the Pro Bowl. I think Keon Coleman is going to have 1,000 yards receiving. I think Joey Bosa is going to have double-digit sacks. I think Greg Rousseau is going to have double-digit sacks. I just believe in the Bills, man. I think it's their time. I think they're so fed up with getting so close. And I think Josh Allen is tired of hearing people say, it woulda, coulda, shoulda. I think he knows that with his talent, he should have a ring. And I think he's going to exercise those demons. And what about my man, Caleb Williams, man? And I hear all this flack that people want to give him, and people want to talk about he was the number one pick and why is he not doing more? The man has had 3 head coaches and 4 different offensive coordinators in his young career. I'm sorry, man. That's just hard, man. When you got to learn 4 different systems, you got to deal with 3 different people running the team, running the organization, man. It's hard. And Caleb Williams has got Ben Johnson, one of the best offensive minds in the entire game of football. Caleb Williams has looked a lot better, man. It just takes time. He's got to play a little bit faster. He holds the ball a little too long at times, but you see how it can look this past Sunday. I know Dallas's defense can't stop a nosebleed. They're awful. Caleb Williams, man, he looked great. The flea flicker from just those darts he was throwing. I mean, that flea flicker, that was 75 yards in the air. He was just on a rope. Perfect throw. And that's just what he does. Caleb Williams is that guy. He will be that guy. He will continue to be that guy. Caleb Williams is that dude. And he's going to be good for a long time. They don't have to reckon with him for a long, long time. And I think he's just getting started, man. And I think he's got the talent. I think he's going to take the Bears to the Super Bowl this year. I really do. I know they're 1-2, but I believe in Caleb Williams, man. I believe in that man. And then you just look all around the league. The Packers look good. I'm just scared with them because I don't believe in Jordan Love. I personally don't. I think their defense is very, very good. But I don't believe in Jordan Love. We'll talk about the Colts. Again, Daniel Jones been lighting the league on fire. Shane Steichen's a great offensive coordinator, the head coach. Jonathan Taylor's probably in the top 4 or 5 MVP candidates right now. But like you said, it's hard for a running back. I just don't believe in Daniel Jones, man. I know I'm a little biased here because he was a Giants quarterback for some time. But I think Daniel Jones is going to come back down to earth. I just don't believe in Daniel Jones. If I'm wrong, I will come on the podcast and I will eat crow and I will tell you, hey, I was wrong. But I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I don't believe in Daniel Jones. Indiana Jones.
You kind of already have to say you were wrong because you said he didn't have a pulse.
You're right. You're right. I did. He's been better than, and he has definitely shown that he's had a pulse. So I will apologize on the pod. Daniel Jones, I was wrong.
Sounds like a Giants problem, not a
I agree. This is looking like a big Giants problem right now. Daniel Jones, you have played your ass off, and I have to give you mad credit. But do I believe it's going to last? I do not. I do think the Colts will make the playoffs, but I don't think Daniel Jones is going to be in the MVP conversation the remainder of the season. That's just my opinion. Bengals are toast with Burrow, and again, that's a conversation for another day. We need to stop giving Burrow all this love, like we talked about, and like LJ will say, talent-wise, he's that guy. But if you can't be on the field, man, we got to stop giving you all the love that we're giving you, even if it's not your fault, because it's not his fault. His O-line is completely awful, but he's still getting hurt, period. I mean, I really believe in Cam Ward, but he's got to get some more weapons around him. Trevor Lawrence, I was wrong about Trevor Lawrence, man. I think he's just an average guy. I don't think he's ever going to be that elite guy. I think Matthew Stafford is so underrated. The Rams have a hell of a team. They have so many weapons. Their defense is so freaking good. I think the Rams, man, I got Rams Bears in the NFC title game, so I think it's going to be I think the Rams are damn good. Let me look all over the league, man. I could go team by team, but we won't bore the fans with all that. But I mean, there's so many, and I just want to say, man, there's so much bad quarterback play in the NFL, man. So much bad quarterback play. And it's so discouraging, man. You look at like Geno Smith, you look at some of these dudes like Jake Browning, you know what I'm saying? Like Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying, bro? You look at some of these dudes, man. And again, I always tell y'all this because I want to be respectful. At the same time, these dudes are the best of the best. They're one percenters. To make the NFL, you're a freakish athlete. That's what I'm not. I'm not trying to say that. I want to put it in perspective. When I say they're awful, I'm comparing them to their peers in the league. That's all I'm doing. Compared to me, oh, they're freaks. I agree. They're phenomenal. But compared to NFL quarterbacks, those dudes are not. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They're just not. They're just not it, man. And just fantasy wise, man, Jonathan Taylor's been a beast for me. I picked up Jeremy McNichols from the Washington Redskins. I'm about to say Redskins, Commanders. Excuse me. And he had a 70-yard touchdown run. He got me 14 points, and I got him off the waiver wire. Man, I got Quinshawn Junkins. He's gonna be the number one running back with the Browns. Go pick him up if you're on the waiver wire, man. Go look at Junkins. Go look at Trey Benson with James Conner shattering his ankle. He's gonna be out for the year. If you need a receiver, Trey Tucker has been on a lot of waiver wires with the Las Vegas Raiders. He had like something crazy, like 38 or 42 points last week or something crazy. What was it, bro? I know you want to say something. Go ahead.
40. Yeah.
40, my bad. 42. Yeah. And he had 3 tubs, I think. He had 3 tubs in the game. And then they're just low key people that you need to think about, like Scadaboo. If you have Scadaboo in your lineup, you should start him because Tracy dislocated his shoulder, and Singletary is not going to be a guy to give the ball to like that. So Scadaboo is going to be a great person to play. Another sleeper that's done really well for me, even though the Steelers' offense isn't great. Jaylen Warren has done really well for me in fantasy because he gets the ball so much. But Aaron Rodgers loves Jaylen Warren, which makes me happy because my fantasy team is doing well. So just some underrated picks, man. And, you still have your mainstream guys, but be careful on some of these guys just because you're going off name only that you think are going to be big-time fantasy guys. Just be careful, like your Calvin Ridley's, your DK Metcalfs, people like that. Those A.J. Browns, he had a good game this past week, but you got to be, when you're playing fantasy, you got to think about beyond the name. Yes, on their face, those dudes are the best of the best, but you got to think about who's throwing them the ball, what their offense is. You got to think about things. A.J. Brown's a free, but he doesn't get the ball. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? He had a good game last week, but it took the second half for him to get the ball. So in the 2 games before that, he had maybe 3 catches in both games. You know what I'm saying? So
Jalen Hurts' fault.
So we have to think about things like that. So just be smart, man, when it comes to fantasies. Really, really pay attention to your waiver wires. Franklin from Denver Broncos has been a good waiver wire pick. Quinshawn Junkins, like I said, Trey Benson, the backup running back for the Texans. They got Nick Chubb, but the backup running back for the Texans, his name is slipping me right now, but he's going to be an up and comer. So just pay attention to things like that, like Blake Corum, who backs up Kyron Williams, is going to start getting some more carries. So just be smart with your waiver wires and don't always think of the big names all the time because injuries happen every day, as we all know. Look, Mike Evans is out. I mean, a lot of your big players get hurt. So that's my take. LJ, what you got, bro?
Yeah, no, I'll keep it relatively quick. You hit a lot of the good teams there. I got to celebrate as a fan of a team that's actually doing really well so far. The Los Angeles Chargers, 3-0, conquering the Titan of the Chiefs down in Brazil. If you guys watched one of our last videos, you saw that I predicted that we were going to win that game, and I got some hate for picking that, little fandom over here. But I knew my boy's going to come prepared, and I predicted that we were going to go start the season off 3-0 in our division. I ain't gonna say I'm a messiah or anything like that, but boy, was I right. Week 2, Raiders embarrassed them. Interception, defensive game. First play of the game was an interception. Defense is looking stacked.
I don't know what Gino was looking at.
Hey, I'll take it. I mean, it was a bit of a tip. I mean, either way, it was nice.
Not that first interception. He threw it right to you.
Yeah. I'll take the interceptions where we can get them. Look good for my boys out there. A little worried about the third week matchup with the Broncos. Again, their defense going into it was going to be an issue. I was curious how Bo Nix was going to play. Sophomore slump, if you're going to have it. He's not been playing as good as he did last year, but I think he's still going to have a good season. I think he's got a phenomenal coach with him, so I think they're going to rebound it and be well. But starting off season 3-0, joining one of 16 teams total right now to 3-0, and it feels good to be a Chargers fan right now going into that, especially all those victories being in our division. Again, interesting ones, like I said, Colts being 3-0, or bit surprising there, especially with Daniel Jones being the one there. Sorry, we got to respect his name, guys. Indiana Jones for sure.
Best name
I
ever.
did not foresee. Yeah, exactly. Did not foresee the Bucks being 3-0. I thought they'd be 2-1. So kudos to them. The Eagles, I get a lot of teams. I thought they'd have losses. I didn't think we'd have this many undefeated teams going into this week 4. Thought it'd be maybe 1 or 2. I did think Chargers would be one of those, just because I thought we'd take our division. But I think losses are going to happen very soon for a lot of teams. Maybe not this week, depending on some of the matchups. But it is the NFL, and any given Sunday, right? Any team can beat any team. Doesn't matter if you're the team hasn't won a game in almost a season. You could have that matchup and you win the game. So be curious to see how this week goes. I think we have a really good Thursday night game. I think kudos to the NFL for signing up these primetime games. There has not been one boring matchup on Monday or Thursday. Would you guys agree on that? They've all been pretty solid. Did not like that my game was a double Monday. I didn't get done with my game until about midnight here in CST. That was a little rough that there was 2 Monday night games, but
I don't give a shit about when you want the game to be scheduled.
I didn't need to have 2 Monday nights. Again, they're both bangers. Like, they were good games. But there has not been one. Sometimes Thursday could be a lull, Monday could be a lull, maybe the Sunday night games.
3 weeks, bro.
But they've all been really good games so far, and even like I gotta look who's playing this week. I saw before it's Cardinals.
Cardinals and Seahawks Thursday.
Is it Seahawks?
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good game. Again, so kudos on that. I'd love to get some fantasy advice, but all the players I picked have been rough or getting injured. So I don't have much advice.
What's your record in our league? 1-2, right, or 0-3?
I think I'm 2-1 now. I'm in 3.
Well, you stop it.
1-2.
You definitely not. You definitely ain't 2-1.
I'm 2-1 in one of my other ones.
I'm 2-1. I know. I'm 2-1.
Yeah, I think I'm 2-1. Again,
with me,
just some. Just some mistakes sitting players. Yeah, just sitting some players. Again, I had Montgomery in my bench, but I don't think anyone would have started Montgomery over that game because Gibbs gets some. It's just some of these fluke things. I had Andrews on my bench this week because Andrews didn't do much the first 2 weeks. He did
play well, though.
I had Keenan Allen on my bench because I had McConkey and a bias because what McConkey did. Keenan Allen's averaging a touchdown per game, so maybe I need to switch that up. But based on my luck, I'll put McConkey. Put McConkey on the bench. Keenan Allen starting. McConkey gets a touchdown or 2 this next game, and Keenan Allen doesn't get any touchdowns. It's just it's fantasy. It is what it is. So I'll take the victories in real life over the fantasy life with my team. Love the money that can come out of fantasy, but it's so early. I mean, I think these 2 gentlemen can attest that they talked a lot of smack against my fantasy team last year, and
you did come back at the end. You
came
did
back and took them to the playoffs. I think I ended third or second. Third. I think Clay got second.
Yeah, you was third. No, he didn't get second. He didn't make the playoffs, I don't think.
I made
the playoffs.
Oh, you made the playoffs, but I'm saying
I got 4th.
You did get second. Yeah, 4th.
Hey, I'll be playing those waiver wires. That's the way to do it. I don't make trades in fantasy.
You probably got a high waiver order, so you need to get on the waiver wires. The waiver order, you're probably number 1 or 2 on the waiver wire. So go in there and get you somebody.
We'll see. I got a pretty good bench, so I just gotta play my matchups better. But yeah, no. Other than that, man, it's been a very interesting football season. I love that football's back. It's been all Sunday watching it, and then Mondays and Thursdays watching those games as well.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Just happy football's back. I mean, let's go.
Man.
Best sport in the world, in my opinion. But Clayton, what you got?
Okay, I'll start off by just talking about performances and stuff. And so I had a thing about Jalen Hurts. I got to talk about Jalen Hurts. Well, I'll say two different things, right? Well, one, you know, you mentioned him earlier. He's got a stacked team. He's got like Hall of Fame running back, Hall of Fame receiver. The Smith, he would have higher stats if he was on a different team, but his team is so stacked that like he doesn't get as much recognition. So he'd possibly be, Pro Bowl, stuff like that. Yeah, the best offensive line in the league, one of them, you know. So I don't think he would have his results as much as he does as far as wins if he wasn't on one of the best teams in the NFC, as far as how stacked they are. I have Rams, Bucks, Eagles as far as my top three teams in the NFC. I think they beat the Rams because they got that home field energy. They came back, they got home field where, you know, they talk about the Eagles fans, always supporting their team, and of course they brought that energy and they came back and won. So I was surprised that the Rams are even up, being that it was at Eagles, like so the fact that Eagles
They
came
really
back,
dominated the game for that first half. Rams did.
I and that's the key, I think, to the Rams as far as playoffs go. They need home field advantage. As we saw last year, they went and played that snow game where they're in Los Angeles. Like what? Like it's like the Dolphins in the AFC. Like you being in these, teams, you gotta if you have, Eagles. The thing about the NFC, the Eagles are the only ones really with outdoor stadiums now, like Eagles, right? Like
Bills.
I'm talking about NFC. I'm talking about just
Oh,
NFC.
NFC. Just NFC.
Yeah,
Bears, maybe.
Bears, but they haven't been good. So like,
No, not on that level, no.
so Eagles are the only good team that are like playoff team that are actually have an outdoor stadium. So they have that's their key advantage in the playoffs is home field advantage. Take it. So they need to watch out for that come playoff time. They're I would say um one key thing with them is it depends on, how they finish, because if we talk about 2 seasons ago, they crumbled, they didn't play good towards the end of the season. And I think there was just uh coordinators, because they got rid of both their coordinators and went with different coordinators. So maybe there was coaching clashing and egos on the field, stuff like that clashing. So Eagles, that's the only thing I think they need to worry about is health, obviously, but that's across the board. But then come into the season, they need to be playing at the top of their, don't peak too soon, I think with, for instance, Chiefs last year, they were winning, they're winning a lot of games, right? But did we ever think they were playing good? Like, do we ever think they were really playing at their peak? You know, so Eagles may be that team this year where they may win a lot of games, but they're just like possibly just barely winning, and finding ways to win. But at some point, you need to figure out get to your peak, at the right time towards the end of the season. So that's
Yep.
my concern with the Eagles. Bucks, I they need to stay healthy. That's always been their case is never staying healthy. And Rams, I think they're a great organization. They have good coaching and talent on their team. It's just again getting that home field advantage come playoff time. That's what you gotta watch out for. Um so with the NFC, I think, Bills obviously are up there. Um I don't I just don't think the playoff picture is going to change that much. Maybe one team is going to change on almost each conference side, like compared to last year. I'd be surprised if there was two teams, the way it's shaken out so far. Um, ah, I want to say the Texans are going to come back and win the division, but it could be the Colts.
They got a chance, bro. They just hard with y'all line. It's just hard, bro.
Yeah, I mean CJ and Nico hooked up a couple of times in that Jacksonville
Yeah,
game.
they played well. Yeah, he had a good game.
Nico fumbled at the end, so it kind of ruined the momentum, but it was there. They could have won. It was at Jacksonville, so maybe if it was, in Houston, maybe they would have won that game. But
Yeah.
they have a get right game with the Titans. I think Titans are not that great this year, so I think that's who they play next, and maybe they can get right for the Ravens, and come back.
Y'all defense is really good though, bro. So that gives you a chance in every game.
Yeah,
I think you guys have to win it though, because it's Colts keep going on their route, but I think the wild cards will come out of the West and the North. It'd be my prediction. I don't know
if the North is going to get 2 teams because Cincinnati, if Pittsburgh maybe, but we all believe Baltimore's the best team in that division. No.
Yeah, I think Baltimore will be the one who wins it, and then Steelers and.
The Bengals have no chance to win the playoffs, bro.
I would say no. Yeah, I'd say Bengals are out, especially with Joe Burrow not being there.
They need to go and get another quarterback. They need
I agree.
If they go and do that, they could possibly.
Then maybe.
But they're not. They don't tend to be that type of team. They struggle with that. Even though
I believe Jake Browning is a guy. Unfortunately,
I think they need to go and do that. They need to save their season by going and picking up a guy.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
I mean, it's possible with him.
Kirk Cousins, bro. Not Joe Flacco. Go get Kirk Cousins.
Even
Kirko? Yeah, I like Kirko.
I mean,
can you afford him though? Kirk Cousins is expensive.
There's vets, That's the thing about Kirk Cousins. I think that was the chatter a little bit was Kirk Cousins, but the fact that they had to spend too much money or trades. But
because the thing is, if you can tread water, Burrow's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? If you can just tread water and go about 500, and Burrow comes back, you got a shot. But with Browning as your quarterback, you don't have a shot.
Yeah, I mean, even with Russell Wilson, I think he can put up stats. He can get there.
You could win some games with him to get there.
I don't think so, bro.
If you got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, but the defense has got to step up when they don't have a defense.
I mean, but you have Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson and Scatterbo, and he still wasn't doing nothing. So
he had that pretty good game.
That crazy game against that. Yeah, it was like
me and you will light up
yards.
All three of us will light up the Cowboys defense. You know that.
I guess Cowboys almost beat the Eagles.
You were just talking about how
their defense is still awful. We know that.
You were still
comparing against the Eagles.
What's your point? What does that have to do with the defense being good? I'm confused.
Would you agree the Eagles' offense is pretty dang good?
I would not agree with that. No. Okay. I think their defense. I think their offense is very basic. Look at your stats guy. Look at the numbers.
Arguably one of the best running backs in football.
Okay. What has he done this year so far?
Consistency. He's not had like a crazy breakout game.
Okay.
He's a threat.
Consistency.
All I'm asking about is what has he done? I'm not asking what he's capable of doing. What has he done?
Just consistent games. I mean, last week's probably rough this week.
You have to factor in threats because then it opens up for somebody else. You have to factor that in.
Look at the Eagles' offensive numbers. That's all I'm saying.
I think what it opens up a lot is Jalen running. Like he could easily do a play action pass and then end up running. But a lot of people still flow with Saquon. They're going to flow with Saquon on that play action. He rolls out, right? He'll do a play action, roll out. And then if the receivers aren't open, he runs. He's quick to make that decision. He's like, I'll pick 1 or 2, 1, 2, and then nope, they're not open. Boom, he's gone running. I mean, that's what he was killing Dallas with that first game. He wouldn't. He didn't go through a long progression. He was just like boom, boom. Oh nope, go.
They need
it worked, but
they need Gardner Minshew, but he's not available. They need Gardner Minshew. I could get it done for him in a couple games, or good old Fitzmagic, bring him out of retirement, a couple games. But I think Gardner Minshew could probably win a couple with that team. But he's Chiefs, right? He's Chiefs backup.
Yeah.
There's just not available because, right? You would think, hey, Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones or these players that are. I mean, Zach Wilson is probably maybe something you could get on there for really cheap. But like these players, you're not getting a great caliber quarterback over there on the Bengals.
Oh, but you need somebody that's serviceable. Zach Wilson's not serviceable.
No one's giving them someone serviceable. You're getting
all
their
I'm saying is
second
Kirk
to third
Cousins,
string.
Jameis Winston. Go get somebody.
Shadur, you can maybe get like a Shadur or
Oh,
They're not going to move him. They're not going to move him.
Shadur's gonna be the,
you're not.
Shadur's gonna be the starting quarterback for Cleveland, so they're not moving him.
But you're not getting anything top caliber because no one's going to give them top caliber. They don't have money for top caliber. What are you going to trade T Higgins away? You just paid him.
No, you go get you somebody like Jameis or like Kirk Cousins.
For what though?
That I don't know. I'm not.
Kirk Cousins off table. He's too expensive. Kirk Cousins, his contracts are insane. You can't get Kirk Cousins. I think that'd be a really good move for them. But I think you'd have to give up crazy picks. Plus,
well, go get Jameis. Go get Jameis then.
Jameis is a good option. I like Jameis there.
Russell, they'd probably pick Russell Wilson. I'm telling you, Russell Wilson over Jameson. Like the Giants.
Why though, bro?
He's a Super Bowl quarterback.
But I'm just saying, all I'm asking is, did you see some of the interceptions he's thrown, bro? Did you see them?
Have you seen some of Jameis's over his career?
Bro, but I'm just asking. Did you see them?
It's just the Giants organization that just is
we have the worst organization in football.
Is that Russ's fault? Because was it Indiana Jones' fault?
No. The interceptions are Russ's fault. Yes, the interceptions are his fault.
Even redhead, Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Yeah, he wouldn't be bad. No, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Dalton. Hey man, he did all right. And then again, they have offensive talent, but whoever you put there has got to be durable.
Go get Trey Lance from the Chargers. Go get Trey Lance.
He actually looked good in preseason. Though.
Go get Trey Lance. See, you don't want to lose Trey Lance though, does he?
He looked good actually.
Go get Aiden McConnell. Oh, I'm sorry, Aiden O'Connell from Las Vegas.
I don't know.
Call Derek Carr. Bring him out of retirement.
Oh, that's way too. Oh, Derek.
It's been 2 years. Derek Carr.
Oh, Derek Carr. Okay.
I was not David. Derek.
David Carr. Yeah. David's coming back out. No.
Yeah, there's options. If Cincinnati
Rudolph, is he still? Where's he even at? Mason Rudolph.
Oh, don't do that. You need somebody that's
top tier.
But I'm saying you need somebody that's serviceable. Rudolph's not better than Jake Brown, and they'll be better off keeping what they got. If you're gonna go get Rudolph,
you just giving OSU crap. That's all.
Right? You just naming guys. You're just naming guys.
I'm trying to think who's available because again, you're not going to get the second string quarterback for most of these teams. Like I said, some of them are good second strings. You're just not. You're not going to. Kirk Cousins would be a phenomenal. Like if they could figure out a way to get Kirk Cousins. However, I think Kirk Cousins will get injured after 3 games because he's going to get pummeled.
That O-line is awful. I can't lie with
you. That's what I'm saying. Whoever you get, better hope that he's durable.
You just got to learn how to get down. Tom Brady can teach you some things or something. I don't know. He's always been good about getting down.
Yeah. Go get Kyle Trask from Tampa. That's Baker's backup.
I think you need a backup there because Baker, I love Baker. He'll take a beating, but he'll be injured for a couple games.
But Baker is a tough.
No, he is. He's a dog.
Hell, Baker, man, I would love for that dude to be my quarterback. Man, I run through a brick wall for that dude.
Yeah, he's a good player's quarterback, 100%.
But yeah, that's my thing about the Bucks is just staying healthy. They need to stay healthy.
They got
Mike Evans is a hamstring away from retiring. That man hurts his hamstring every freaking year.
I think he was questionable hamstring.
Yeah, he's out. He's out 3 to 4 weeks. He's on my fantasy team, so yeah, I had to put him on the bench. I'm like, damn, man.
I haven't moved him yet because I was so disappointed. I saw it happen. I was like,
damn, Evans, you do this every year.
Even the rookies hurt a little banged up.
Yeah, Buka. But Chris Godwin's supposed to play this week, though, they say. So that'll help.
That leg break last year was gross.
Here's his ankle, bro. He fractured that motherfucker.
That was the second one, too. Like, he had some bad injury the first time with Tom Brady.
Yeah. I'm ready for Ayuk to come back. He's on my IR. I need him to come back.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see.
And Kittle is on my IR. Like, damn, Kittle got hurt week 1. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah. I have Daniels, and he's been, he was out this past week, so
Oh, you got Daniel. Y'all, you doing multiple leagues?
I got another league. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say because you got Lamar, and I'm about to say you ain't got Daniels, because I got Daniels in our league, and I had to fucking start Jared Goff because Jay Daniels was hurt.
Which leads to our next topic. This past this past week, Leo and I were playing each other in fantasy. And I had like a 1% chance like several times in that game. I had Lamar and Bates. He had Gibbs and Goff. And we were
Laporta, I think maybe.
no, it was just the 2-2 in this
Oh,
league.
okay.
You might have had it in another league. But in this league, it was just those four, right? So there was a sequence of events that just like went the best for me. So Montgomery got the rushing touchdown. So I had Bates. So Bates kicked the extra point. So that gave me a point. I was down by like, I want to say like four or five towards the end. Lamar was killing it. Gibbs had more points than Goff, I think. He was killing it. He had like 20.
Yeah, he did.
And so this is like trash time. They're down by like, I think like 10, right? They were down by like,
38-30, so they was down. They was down
they were down by 2
14.
scores. Yeah, it was 14.
Yeah, they was down 14.
Yeah. So Lamar comes driving down, scores a touchdown. Like, didn't even matter really at that point, but he scores a touchdown.
A
I win.
garbage time touchdown.
I win.
And he throws that pass to
I win
Mark
fantasy.
Andrews. I'm like, man, you got to be shitting me.
I win fantasy for the week. So
That's fantasy for you, though.
That same scenario cost me my other games because it was very similar matchups in some other games.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
BS.
Speaking of
But,
that game,
hey,
though,
Good header though, right? Good way to finish the day off. Like,
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah. Because there was like, it was like, I think Leo going into the game had like 60% according to the app. And I had like 40, so something like very close. But that game, right? So that game, Mark Andrews' touchdown. Do you have 2?
Yeah, too.
So that first one, you know what that first one reminded me of?
What?
It reminded me of that drop pass that Mark Andrews had in the playoffs last
Nah,
year.
bro, that was a way harder catch than that drop. That was a way harder catch than that
No,
drop.
what I'm saying is Lamar placed that ball better in this game than he did in the playoffs. And look what happened. Mark Andrews caught that ball.
So can I ask you a question? Y'all talk about the Kelsey drop against Philly, right? Everybody says that was a Mahomes put a little bit of smoke on that ball, but Kelsey should have caught it. Correct? Is that fair? Is that fair to say that?
It was
Yep.
like right here. It was like
So he should have caught it.
the only
But y'all say that Lamar threw a bad ball. But go back and watch that play. The ball was right in Mark Andrews'
should've
belly,
been-
and he dropped it. Nah, bro. Nah.
it was
Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all
Look at-
tripping.
Again, look at the differences between that first touchdown of this week and the playoff pass. Look at the differences. It's in the breadbasket, where it's more to the front instead of like in the body. It's totally
I wish we
different.
could. I wish we could get Mark Andrews to come on the pod. He'll tell you that he should have caught it.
Well, first off, no one in that position is ever going to say, "Oh, that was a bad pass."
Everybody in the
Everyone's gonna say
planet
that.
knows he should have caught it.
I'm just
Everybody.
saying it could have been a better pass in a pressure situation. It could have been
Only way he
better.
could have made it better is he could have handed it off to him. That's it.
Lamar, I'm telling you, look at the differences between the two passes and look how much better Lamar threw it and how much of an easier catch it was. I'm telling you,
I hear you, bro.
they're like the exact same corner of the end zone, front, same almost exact, like maybe not the route or the distance. I don't know about that, but everything else is about the same right there in that corner. and Mark Andrews, Lamar throwing the pass. I'm telling you, it reminded me of it. And I wanted to bring it up to y'all because I'm telling you, that was the difference of how much easier of a catch it is. Just saying. But yeah, LJ and I play next week, or play this coming week for fantasy in our league. I'm coming back. I was down 0-2. I'm 1-2 now. Come back.
We got the two worst teams. And now I think my buddy Jordan is 0-3. We got two of the bottom teams in the league playing each other this week.
Yeah, but everyone else is 2-1. So what does it matter?
Yeah, no.
And then
I'm
half
about
of
to be
those,
3-1.
4 of
I
those.
should be 3-0.
Mm-hmm. So 4 of those are all playing each other. Y'all are all playing each other. So 2 of them are going to be 2-2. So if we win, whoever wins out of us, we're going to be in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, you will be for sure.
Just saying. So
I'm about to be 3-1. Top of the league, baby.
I beat you though. So
TV off fluke.
Same as last year. I think I beat you twice. I usually beat both of y'all anyways. So, I think LJ might have got me last year.
I did.
Yeah, towards the end of the season. But
got Leo as well because he was talking smack. And then
at the end. No, remember, I beat you. I beat you in the beginning of the season. You beat me at the end.
Yep, yeah. I know. You're talking smack in the beginning, and I beat you in the end.
He got so lucky.
I think I beat you and kicked you out of the playoffs is what I did, actually.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I want to say I snuck in because of that, too. I want to say I did.
Maybe.
So right. It was a bench Mike Evans for Keenan Allen, so I'll go be all
right. Hey, everyone listening, you don't put 2 receivers from the same team on your fantasy team. I don't know what LJ...
It's your backup. They're not my starters. Like, that's a backup. Keenan Allen and Lab McCoy. I got Keenan Allen like the 15th round in all my drafts.
I know, but people rarely have 2 of the same or 2 receivers.
Like drafting the backup running back. Like if you can somehow get Gibbs and Montgomery,
once they get hurt,
Gibbs goes down.
That's if they get hurt, though. You don't have them on your backup.
Tough. Or do you want to trade them off the waivers? You just want to have them.
But you're going to keep getting in these situations where you possibly have put the wrong player, based on, I should have played Keenan Allen this week instead of McConkey. You're just going to keep falling into that trap. Yeah.
Man, hey, fellas, another good conversation, man, on the pod. LKJ Sports, man, I appreciate y'all. Good fun, good laughs. But in the end, like I said, at the end of every episode, Leo's always right. That's why I am in the position I'm in. We know what it is. But yeah, man, love y'all board, man. It's always great conversation. Appreciate the dialogue. Appreciate the back and forth. Appreciate the respectfulness, man. It's always good. But we need you guys. We need our fans. LKJ Sports, spread the word. X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever social media you have. Please spread the word. Make comments, like, subscribe. We need you guys. We're nothing without you. Man, another great episode, and we'll keep them coming. We'll have another one for you next week. I'm Leo. That's Clayton. That's LJ. It's LKJ Sports. We out. Peace.
See ya.